Greetings to the free world, known to man. Back at you one more again. First off, we have to apologize for not being around for so long. Been blowing up Instagram a little bit here and there, Facebook of course. But we wanted to say thank you to everyone that supports us. Everything that you share really means a lot. Now, with that out of the way, let's talk about James Blake. Now, some of you don't know who James Blake is because we barely remember that he was a tennis player. A very, very good tennis player, matter of fact. And he's one of these multiracial kids. He's part English and part African American. And he was recently accosted by New York PD. Now, the fact that New York Police Department grabbed and slammed and, wrongfully detained a black man, a multiracial man. Not surprising, alarming, whatever. It's pretty status quo to us and our type, like the people that are really breathing oxygen, like not just taking up the space and breathing it, but living a life in reality. We're well aware that type of things happen more often than not. Now, with that being said, we're really glad that it happened to James. Vice, we're not glad that it happened to a human being because that's horrible, but we're glad that it happened to someone of his character. See, if it was a basketball player or a football player or even a baseball player, you people would be going on about, that's just how those type are. Thugs. Rah, 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 rah. But because he's a tennis player, he's a little more, higher in the pecking order as far as good Negroes go. Especially since he's multiracial. Because you people love for people to be multiracial when it's convenient. Like President Obama was about to be the first black president. Then once he was elected, he was the first multiracial president. And then when he screws up and makes a bonehead move, he's black again. And then of course the whole time, the Klan and the other racist organizations out there are calling him an N-word regardless. So, yeah, it couldn't have happened to a better guy. And we're glad, hey, James, if you're listening to this, we're really glad that, you're still alive and breathing. Because, as recent history has shown us, you kind of lucked out. Now, we figure you probably weren't walking around with your pants sagging, James, because that's just not the type of person you are. You're doing things the right way, walking around presentable, clean cut, your hair, your facial. You're an average everyday American. And for some strange reason or other, instead of the police coming over and saying, "Excuse me, sir," or "Hey, you, stop it," whatever, the police decided to tackle you, James. They decided to tackle you, and of course, we're not going to make this about race. Yeah. Anyway, so if you're sitting around here still in this little bubble of what you call reality, thinking about, if you just do what you're supposed to do and comply with the police officers, nothing bad is gonna happen to you. And if you just dress like a normal human being and cut your hair and wear nice clothes and not sag your pants, everything's gonna be okay. You're delusional. You're living in a fantasy world where it would be great. It would be great if we could all live there. Not just in ideology though. Not just like we think that that's how life is it actually being that way on earth as it is in your head? This whole all lives matter thing is so disrespectful, and unfortunately, Mr. Blake has to be yet another random, unconnected incident that has nothing to do with anything else in the world for you people to sit there and go, well, maybe there is something to this whole Black Lives Matter thing. It's weird though, isn't it? Isn't it?